tonight. We appreciate you. We started out with her initial video, right? And you're going to be able to see how Nancy Grace normally articulates and how she questions other people to get like a deeper conversation going. So let me get this pulled up for y'all real quick. So here we go.
Because of my twins.
I got you.
Boy-girl twins I had 18 years ago.
Wow. All right. That's a lot. That's a lot of reason to be happy. No question about that. Let's get right to this case involving Nolan Wells. You've been all over this case right now. Just as a reminder to the audience, Wells was the 18-year-old college football player from Ocean Springs, Mississippi, who was on a boat July 4th with a group of friends and traveled by private boat to Horn Island, an uninhabited barrier island off the Mississippi coast. Wells was the only black person, or so reported, on the boat. When the friends returned to the mainland, Nolan was the only one who did not make it back. Talk to me about this story, Nancy, and what do you make of it at this particular moment in time?
I think that it is very murky, and I do not understand, Stephen, the demands on all platforms for the investigation to be shut down. Is it possible Nolan Wells died by accident? Yes, it's possible. Is it possible that there was foul play? Yes, that is possible. And I don't believe the investigation should be shut down until we know the answer to that. I have 2 children, both the age of Nolan Wells. I would be lying on the courthouse steps screaming for justice if the investigation into a death related to them was shut down before I had answers. So I don't understand where all the hate is coming from.
Who specifically is calling for the shutdown of the investigation? Just to educate my audience.
Well, go online. There's any number of people, thousands of people that think that, quote, this was an accidental drowning. Why are you doing this? You're a race baiter. You're fill in the blank. Mm-hmm. This has nothing to do with what color his skin was. This has to do with an unanswered question. During my prosecutorial career, I very often was the only white person in the courtroom. That has nothing to do with Lady Justice. What Lady Justice wants, what justice demands, is a full and fair investigation. And I'm also not saying that's not going on, because my boss, Lewis Slayton, the longest serving elected district attorney at that time, I think, Stephen, it was 37 years, was like a grandfather to me. He was very strict.
So I want y'all to pay attention to the balance that she now has on straight shooter. Because I got kind of frustrated with Dante Kyle. I don't know if y'all follow him from Grits and Eggs or whatever his thing is, but he actually posted a little bit of her excerpt and he was talking so highly of her. And I went in his chat and I asked the question, was like, she's saying the things that you would get upset if someone else was saying that. Like, people would judge if I felt that, hey, it could have been foul play. Hey, it could have not been foul play. Hey, like, people would be pissed off. You see what I mean? Like, but then we put her on a pedestal and she's literally saying the same things. She's playing both sides of the fence. Even though she's known for her work, if you really pay attention to her, she still straddles both sides of the fence. And she does it very well because she knows people clip her up. They don't watch her whole thing. They clip her up. But I watch full lengths of what she's saying, everything she's talking about. And she literally just sat here and said 2 things could be true multiple times so far. So
no one to speak to the press. It could ruin the case. I always had the same answer when asked. I believe a Fulton County jury will render a verdict that speaks the truth. Because I did believe that. We are not owed an explanation from law enforcement as to what they are doing. However, there are a lot of questions, specifically, Stephen, regarding the autopsy.
Wait. Nancy, come on now. Nancy.
That's why I'm here for y'all. I'm here for the people. See, I'm here for the people. I'm here for the people.
Nancy.
I'm here for the people.
Nancy just said we are not owed an explanation
not Nancy.
of what the law enforcement is doing.
Not Mr. Dante Kyle, Grits and Eggs, Mr. I'll go be the next Malcolm X.
Not Nancy. Now, wait a minute.
Got my chair all messed up. Y'all, excuse me real quick.
No, that's crazy. Penny said, "Justice is blind, but sure can hear. When the narrative is the most believable, not factual, the longer we pollute the pond, the harder it is to see the bottom."
Thank you, Penny.
I'll put it back up.
Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Penny. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can you read that one more time for Penny?
Let me read it slowly.
I'm gonna send Penny a Christmas card this year. Go read that for Penny.
Justice is blind, but can sure hear. When the narrative is the most believable, not factual. The longer we pollute the pond, the harder it is to see the bottom.
I keep trying to tell everybody that.
Penny, when you coming up on the panel?
And that was the first form of pollution was race.
Yeah.
That's what divided everybody's thought process at first. People could say no, but that was the line that was drawn at first. Even with the history of Mississippi, he said, "I'm judging her to see." like I'm telling y'all. But see, I wanted to bring this to people because a lot of people, I seen a bunch of people put her up on their platforms. I'm like, nah.
Wait a minute, Nancy.
No, see, I watch full interviews. I read the whole book. You ain't gonna tell me to go to a chapter. I'm gonna read every chapter before that chapter. I follow this stuff, but at the same time, I don't really hate it on her because she's giving both sides. But people pick the side of Nancy Grace that they want. Not everybody. I'm not saying everybody, but some people pick the side of Nancy Grace they want. Oh, Nancy Grace on the case, she's gonna get to the bottom of it. No, she's not. She just has a lot of antics. She's a female version of Stephen A. Smith. She puts on a great production, a great show. She knows all the right people. Everybody wants to come to the Nancy Grace show.
Yeah.
But when you start listening to her, I have watched all her interviews. Everybody, he said, "Nah, Nancy is not." Yeah, she is the truth. She's her own truth. She's her own truth. We get clear. See, I'm telling you, he said it could be foul play turned accidental murder. So there is a situation where both are true. Okay. He said 100. He said, "I'm judging her too."
Yeah, like wait a minute, answer what you just.
What's up, Ramon? Ramon said, "Dang, Penny, you write greeting cards or something? That was deep." No, welcome here, Ramon. But yeah, I just wanted to play both sides because I think a lot of people get real excited, but when you pay attention to her, she just plays the antagonist role. She's gonna ask you some questions. She might be a protagonist depending on how things work, but she's in it for the same thing. Nancy Grace came out of retirement, y'all. Like Nancy Grace just came out of retirement for this. She wasn't no fool. She chasing the same thing the majority of people chasing. The bad. That lady getting 1 million views on a 30-minute clip.
Autopsy has remained under seal. We don't know what the answer was. The family, understandably, sent Nolan's body hundreds of miles away for a second opinion. When that doctor got the body, the lungs and the throat were missing.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why the lungs were missing, because this could have been a drowning case. But why the throat? What was there about Nolan's throat that piqued the interest of the original medical examiner? That leads me to speculate. Was there bruising? Was a hyoid bone fractured? Was it broken? Was it dislodged?
See what she does? She goes back to that talking point that's going to get you back on her side.
Oh, yeah.
For those people who are looking at, that was a... No. I already heard you say that you feel it could be two different things. I already heard it.
Is there possibly bruising on the strap muscles? Is it indicative of a blow? We know on the back of the head, that's your occipital bone on the back of your head, about where your hairline would start, that there is deep red discoloration under the subcutaneous tissue. What? Is it from a blow? Is it from diffusion of the blood post-mortem? I don't know. But none of it is good. So I need answers before any investigation is going to be shut down.
What do you make of those who have said, I remember Officer Tatum, a conservative podcaster, very popular.
Now listen to her, because this was before she went to Officer Tatum.
over 3 million subscribers. He's been on a warpath, going down, talking to some of the people that were there with Nolan Wells, white individuals. He's saying that evidence is showing that they departed. When they departed, Nolan Wells was alive. And you know what? They may have had absolutely positively nothing to do with this. The evidence shows that. Is that your finding, that the evidence shows that the people being, with allegations being thrown in their direction, the suspicions that have been raised by these people that were in attendance with Nolan Wells, that they should be, they have been proven or found to not have been around even when he was still alive? Is your findings consistent with anything along that verbiage with what people are saying about these kids that were with him?
No, I don't know the answer to that. They say Nolan chose to stay behind because he met a girl he wanted to talk to named Katie. That girl has spoken through her sister, we are told. And she says Nolan told her, I'm going back with my friends. So who am I supposed to believe? I don't know for a fact that what the boys are saying is true. I don't know for a fact that what the boys are saying is false. I do know they called SETOW, S-E-A, second word T-O-W, and said that their vessel was sinking. But yet they continued boating around in it for hours after. Is there an innocent explanation? Maybe. Maybe they thought it was sinking. They found the problem and they fixed it. Now, specters have been raised up.
Rewind that back. Please, sir.
I got you. I'm here for it.
We are told. And she says Nolan told her, I'm going back with my friends. So who am I supposed to believe? I don't know for a fact that what the boys are saying is true. I don't know for a fact that what the boys are saying is false. I do know they called SETOW, S-E-A, second word T-O-W, and said that their vessel was sinking. But yet they continued boating around in it for hours after. Is there an innocent explanation? Maybe. Maybe they thought it was sinking. They found the problem and they fixed it. Now, specters have been raised about audio suggesting Nolan had been on the boat on their return. I don't know if that was doctored. I don't know if it's real. I do know this. He went to Horn Island with them. They came back alive. He's dead. I'm going to investigate. You're darn right I'm going to investigate. And my wish is that his friends are innocent and that this was an accident. But it will.
She's trying to.
They came back alive. He's dead. I'm going to investigate. You're darn right I'm going to investigate. And my wish is.
My wish.
That his friends are innocent and that this was an accident. But it will be a cold day in HELL that I endorse closing down an investigation because somebody said I had nothing to do with that. What am I supposed to go? Oh, okay, case closed, forget about it, and go tell the mom we're shutting down the investigation because so and so said he had nothing to do with it.
Have you received any?
Let's get to some of these, Chad.
So she wants it to be accidental, but then she wants somebody to pay for it. So I mean, what is it, Nancy? What is it, Nancy? At this point, I think we all know that's not accidental. Classic said race has something to do with the way this is or is not being investigated. Definitely. Yeah.
I agree. That's why. That's why I said that. That's why I said the first time when it first happened, when Classic first covered it the first day, I was in the chat. I said, find out who their parents are.
Yeah.
From the moment we found out who their parents were, everything was law and order. Everything was law and order.
Hey,
I-90. Yeah.
Hey, you need to go over to my page and subscribe, I-90, and turn on the notification. You say you're not getting.
We are talking about saving Nolan Wells. She is over here protecting. No, I got you.
I need some more subscribers, y'all. Y'all go subscribe to my page too. While y'all here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Peter said, reasonable doubt is gray, not black and white. Theories being planted is a lot of gray. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, sir. He said he made it back yesterday. Thanks for that.
Yeah, glad you made it back, big dog. Safe travels, man.
Richard said, I'm saving the statement you said. So genetics are important. Be ready.
Yeah.
I said, man, I never get notifications. Y'all on weird.
You probably got to go to your settings and click on the bell and click all.
Oh yeah.
If your bell says personalized, that means you're gonna have to like select certain ones that you want to be notified for. Click the bell on YouTube and click all. It'll always notify you 30 minutes out, and then like when we live.
Classic said there is a thin line between objectivity and straddling the fence. Some people believe objectivity is playing the fence regardless, and that's where the thin line is. Rudgen said, "Is this Diddy?" No,
Not today. Not today.
Mary said, like I said, if Nolan was left behind, it could have been other kids that killed Nolan. So then his friends wouldn't have known what happened to Nolan.
It is some truth there. It's some truth there. That's kind of what Nancy said though, right? It could be anyone, right?
Yeah. Too Tight said Nancy was on Tatum tail, not gonna lie.
She wasn't initially though. You see how she overstepped Tatum on the question Stephen A did. She didn't even speak on Officer Tatum that whole show.
Reggie said this is all Joe's fault. Okay then. I-90 said accidents don't excuse accountability. All right. Yeah.
That big facts. Big facts right there.
Penny said got that C-Told AAA boat coverage.
And she talk about that every time.
Every time. I-90 said, what's the page name? I put it in the chat.
She put it in the chat for you. It's right here, big dog. On the Soft Rain.
Pastor said, y'all notice I haven't covered Nancy Grace. Yeah, we understand. Richard said, random for whoever needs it. Look at all the things you have. That was once goals to have. That's gratitude. Absolutely.
Big facts. Big facts. We are blessed. We blessed, Richard, for sure.
I'm gonna use that Richard and post it. Mary said, I'll make sure I put Richard down at the bottom. Mary said, that's right.
Yeah. It's a lot here, man. It's a lot here. We are gonna do our final house thing. We're gonna actually try to review some of this live coverage from the what they were at the lawyer with Ben Crump when they covered it today with the parents. So we're gonna cover some of this with you guys today. So give me 1 second to get that pulled up real quick, and I'm gonna get that. So but again, if anybody wants to come up, we give you 2 minutes. You can speak on what you like to speak on. Super chats are open, but you can do all the free stuff too. Just like, subscribe. Again, we appreciate everybody who's watching from the Facebook side of things. We appreciate you that are watching on that side, because Facebook, we have reached monetization on the Facebook side. So we appreciate you guys that supported us. If you weren't on the show yesterday on our playbacks and perspective, me and Rain did show the pictures of like the views and the reshares that we've recently gotten. I think we had like 250,000 views. You muted, right? You still mute. Y'all help Rain. Y'all go on help donate to the Help Rain Fund.